Whoa, what's up, y'all? Today's video is about drones. It's a question sent in from the IM. He asked me how do I feel about drones, and I'm not a fucking fan of them. Drones, due to this research and reading up I've been doing about it, this shit is purely fucked up. Let me give y'all this little fact. Between '06 and '09, 14 Al Qaeda members killed, 687 civilians. You heard me right. This from the research. You can look it up. You dig? Between 2006 and 2009, 14 Al Qaeda members killed, 687 civilians through drone strikes. This what that tell y'all? That these strikes are totally inaccurate. So, and that's during some of the Bush administration and a year into Obama administration. 14 Al Qaeda members, y'all. 687 deaths, bruh. And to give y'all a little more of a recent count now, as of February the 8th, 2013, 3,461 deaths by drone attacks or drone strikes, whatever you want to call them. 3,461. That's a couple of 9/11s. Think about how many of them people are civilians, bruh. Because I know Americans be so cocky, like on Twitter, man. They when news had broke about North Korea, all you see on the Twitter feed is people saying, "Our country is a million of your little small ass countries. We'll nuke the shit out of your country. You better shut the fuck up." Just cocky as hell, talking about nuking civilians and shit. That's the kind of America you live in. They raising these cocky ass people, bruh. But back to this topic, man. So I went in a little further. All right, if 687 deaths, only 14 Al Qaeda members, how many of them churn? So I went in reading a whole lot of shit, because they be hiding the shit out of the truth. And you gotta really read about 5 articles just to kind of summarize and get a good estimate of shit. And I'm talking about all of them because they put that to confuse you. You gotta remember that. But I got to the Bureau of Investigative Journalism, and it's 160 child deaths. 160 children died. So how many Sandy Hooks is that? And before you get outraged, how many Sandy Hooks is that shit? And guess what? I went a little further into how fucked up this shit is. Reading from the other side of it through Pakistan, like civilians reports and shit on it. Go deep, go to Al Jazeera and shit like that to read. Go to Al Jazeera. All kind of shit. All right. The people said deliberate strikes on funerals and mourners. So even after you done killed a so-called terrorist or flat out civilian, these people mourning, and you bomb them and strike them anyway. That's what these drones put here for. To strike your ass at any time. No fighting back. You gotta have, some good ass technology to fuck with these drones. They said so-called Bin Laden was pissed off about drone attacks. I don't even believe in that Bin Laden shit, but that's a whole nother story. And guess what US gotta say about it? U.S. officials said ground interviewers are not accurate because the family members don't want to admit that the family members are terrorists. So with all of that said, when they count like the civilian numbers I'm giving you, they saying, "Oh, them people not admitting that their family members is terrorists." But investigative journalism, I guess they lying too. I guess they fucking lying too. Since you don't believe the people on the ground, the numbers there, who the fuck you gonna believe? Now to the next step about drones, you know that they coming to America. And how they gonna get them in America? The same way they do everything to Americans. Scared the shit out of them. You guessed it right. You guessed right. They gonna scare the shit out of them. I saw a news reporter on old fake ass Fox 40 Sacramento talking about how safe they is. They here for your safety, and they'll monitor crime and shit like that. Scaring the shit out of them because they already scared of black people. Because it's all over the news. The only time you see young blacks is when they committed a crime, It was gang related and all of that bullshit. But they never show black mourners. But that's another story. That's another fucking story. But it's gonna be there. They get it there. They're gonna say, hey, this will help stop another terror attack. Oh, you got it. That's all you gotta say. America gonna eat that shit up. Some people gonna yell about their privacy, but the majority gonna go head on and go with it. It's for our safety, y'all. Let's get scared. The terrorists are coming. That's how you get shit through in America. Tell your ass terrorists gonna bring guns here. They'll give up their guns. You think I'm lying? Look at the Patriot Act. Look at World War II. Look how they laid up there, throw nothing but Koreans and shit. They'll throw your ass in concentration camps. Throwing Japanese people, they don't give a damn who you is. Throw you in a concentration camp, man. Goddamn shame. Them drones, y'all, it's the next step. They probably sneak it on in and say we trying to catch people with traffic tickets. Anything to get that shit in. Tell your drones or stop your kid from being kidnapped. Drone will track where your kid was kidnapped from. They gonna get it in though. But shit, but once again, y'all holler at me, man.